If you work in cybersecurity, you already know that the technical skills, they're really just the price of admission. So today, we are going to tackle what feels like the final boss of any job hunt, the interview. We'll break down exactly how to master it so you can land the role you've been working for. Think about it. You've put in the hours, you've earned the certifications, you've built up your skills, and your resume looks fantastic. But then, the interview comes along, and somehow it feels like the hardest part of the entire process. So why is that? Well, it's because this is the moment that truly counts. Your resume, that just gets your foot in the door. The interview, that's where the real decision happens. It's the final test. And here's the secret, the thing you have to understand. They're not just trying to retest your technical chops. They're looking for something else, something deeper. They're looking for your level of preparation, your professionalism, and whether you have a genuine interest in their company. So let's break down how you can show them you've got all three. Okay, let's dive right in. Success in an interview doesn't just happen when you show up. No, it starts way before that. It all begins with your homework. And I mean going way beyond a quick glance at the job description. You really need to dig in and understand the company. What industry are they in? What's their mission? You should know their main products or services, and you absolutely should check if they've been in the news for anything, like a merger or, and this is a big one, a security incident. The whole idea is to figure out how the security team really fits into the bigger business picture. And that leads us to the ultimate goal of all this research. When you can walk into that interview and connect the dots between cybersecurity and the company's actual business risks, you are immediately going to stand out. It proves you're thinking like a strategic partner, not just a tech person waiting for a task. Next up, and this is a pro tip, research the people you're actually going to be talking to. A quick look at their LinkedIn profile tells you so much. What was their career path like? Are they coming from a deeply technical background, or are they more of a business leader? Just knowing this stuff helps you build a real connection and tailor the conversation. Look, doing all this homework isn't just about collecting facts to drop in the conversation. It's about sending a message. It shows you're genuinely serious about this specific role, and it proves you have a high level of attention to detail, which, as you know, are two of the most critical traits for anyone in cybersecurity. So, you've done the research. Now, let's talk about how you put it to work. You know that moment at the end of the interview when they ask, "So, do you have any questions for us?" Your answer should always be yes. But not all questions are created equal. Just look at the difference here. A standard question like, "What's a typical day like?" is fine, but a strategic question is so much more powerful. Asking about how the role collaborates with other teams shows you're already thinking about how you'll fit in and contribute to the whole organization. Here is a brilliant one to have in your back pocket. Asking this shows that you get it. You understand that security isn't just an island. It's there to serve the business, and you're focused on how you can help drive that mission forward. This one is just fantastic. It demonstrates that you're proactive and you're already thinking about the threats they're facing today. It completely shifts the dynamic from them quizzing you on your past to you engaging with them on their current challenges. That's exactly where you want the conversation to go. Okay, now this is a power question. It sends a clear signal to the hiring manager that you are all about results. You're not just looking for a job to clock in and out of. You want to perform, you want to succeed, and you want to be measured on that success. And if you want to take it even one step further, asking about the first 90 days shows you're already thinking about hitting the ground running. You're focused on making an immediate impact, and that is music to any hiring manager's ears. So please remember this. Your questions are not just for you. They are probably your best chance to prove that you're already thinking like a valued member of the team, laser-focused on adding value from day one. All right, let's switch gears and talk about something that might feel a little old school, but trust me, it absolutely still matters. And that is your professional presentation. How you show up says a whole lot about you before you've even said a word. The guidance here is pretty straightforward. Even if the company's day-to-day dress code is super casual, the interview is a formal professional meeting. For men, a well-fitted suit or sharp business attire is the way to go. For women, business or business professional clothing is the standard. I absolutely love this rule of thumb. It's not about doing overdressed for the sake of it. It's about showing ambition. You're sending a subtle signal that you see yourself growing with this company and you're ready to take on more responsibility. At the end of the day, dressing professionally communicates three key things without you having to say them. It shows respect for the process and the interviewer's time. It projects confidence in yourself, and it underlines your ambition to succeed. It really just completes the picture of a serious professional candidate. So let's tie all of this together. All this preparation, the deep research, the thoughtful questions, the professional presentation. Why does it give you such a huge advantage? Because it demonstrates three critical things. First, it shows real interest, that you've invested your time in this opportunity, not just any old job. Second, it shows respect for the interviewer and their time. And third, it shows a deep commitment to building a serious career in this field. And this, right here, is the ultimate takeaway. In a field as competitive as cybersecurity, you are very often going to be up against other candidates who have almost the exact same technical skills and certs as you do. When that happens, your preparation is the thing that sets you apart. It becomes the tiebreaker. So let's let this one sink in, because it's the whole story. Your technical skills, they're the ticket that gets you into the game. They get you the interview. But it's your preparation, your professionalism, your strategic thinking, your curiosity, that's what turns that interview into a job offer.